Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel versus Babyface, joined as ever by oh my god, why can't I just not get this right with you? Joined by Jane Theory.
Yes. Hello.
Jane, I got a question for you before we even begin.
Okay.
What's it like being a man?
No, it's awesome, apparently.
Mm,
It's empowering.
yeah. Well, do you feel the privilege?
A little bit.
A little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit. All right. That's called big dick energy. Hey, our first episode review did over 100,000 views, so thank you very much indeed.
Amazing.
Which of course drew the ire of the progressive liberal I don't even know what to call them anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Who were disgusted at those white men and their misogyny. So
Yeah. I'm not just a man, I'm a white man.
you're a white man and you're a misogynist.
Yeah. Woo.
Woo. Funny. So it tells me some people didn't even click onto the video.
No, of course
but there
not.
you go.
They're not going to do research.
No. Not going to hear what was said. Not that it would matter anyway.
Mm.
I've had ankle biters saying, "Why do you hate women?" Hi, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing over there?
I don't feel hated, but okay.
No. You're quite loved here. You're quite loved. And in the chat absolutely adore you.
They are wonderful.
So do I. You're amazing.
Oh.
No, I have Jane here because link in the description down below, Jane's channel. Go check it out now. I'm going to wait while you subscribe. Link in the description. I said in the description. That link. Yeah, click it. Now hit the subscribe button. Well done.
Thank you.
Because your videos are great. You're intelligent. You're insightful. You have a laugh that could melt titanium. But no, you're here on merit.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do around these parts. We do merit.
Well, around these parts. Not in the show, apparently.
Oh, the show. Why do you have to ruin such a nice video? I got another question for you.
Oh, yeah.
How on earth do we review this episode?
I don't know. Nothing
I don't know.
happened.
Nothing happened. Now, yes.
Yeah.
Because people get so petty and pedantic, you have to say with no consequence. Because if we were to break down this episode, the episode would go something like Jen gets fired.
Yes.
Jen gets hired. Jen's first client is going to be a problem.
Yes.
That's the show.
And cut.
23 minutes long with a 2-minute opening of reminding you what happened.
Right.
So 21 minutes this episode.
There is an after credit scene.
I watched it this week.
You did.
Nothing happened.
No, it didn't add anything.
It was just her doing jobs as She-Hulk. Lifting up a car so they could change a tire. Yeah. Bringing in more shopping. Did you laugh at anything?
No, I was waiting on some form of entertainment to happen, but no.
I did a huh.
Really?
I did a huh at one thing. Right at the end, the very last line, where she looks at the camera and goes, "Well, that's a pisser."
Oh.
And I went, huh? Because I remembered where she stole it from, which was Airplane. And that was funny.
Okay. I thought it was just bizarre because I mean she is a lawyer. You're gonna have
No,
problematic
well, no, no,
clients.
no, 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 no. She's not just a lawyer. We find out in the first minute or two that she's the deputy district attorney.
Right.
And she was bitching last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's many deputy district attorneys. She's still a deputy district attorney.
She is. I don't understand what she was upset about then.
Oh, Jay Longbone. She's channeling my body. She's channeling my body. White women. Wah, 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 wah. Please shut the fuck up.
I mean,
Oh,
and
she's-
then most
left me now.
times our district attorneys are elected, right? So if you're
Mhm.
a deputy, you're there and you just run for office if that's what you want. So it's not a promotional thing.
Yeah.
You're not being
Yeah.
kept from anything.
No, not really.
Yeah. So,
So we have a hilarious opening scene. And by hilarious, I mean nothing was funny in this episode.
nothing at all.
I mean,
It's
and I'm-
world building for them.
Yes. Jane, this is meant to be a comedy show. According to them.
That's what they say.
According to them.
Hmm.
Isn't it meant to be comedy and
I couldn't find it.
Look, it wasn't even like, you know, I don't care about ankle biters. I don't care about people on Twitter going, oh, you hate women.
Mhm.
You know, I don't care. I probably stream and push more females than these people have ever had fucking wet dreams about. And I am genuinely not. It's so weird, right? Hey, I'll tell you something. Hey, I know we're not even going into the fucking, look, there's nothing to talk about.
You're
Trust me, we're
really
trying to give you a fucking video here. On Twitter last night,
Yeah.
the director of the race changed, gender changed, upcoming Robin with a Y hood
Oh Lord.
tweeted at me.
Really?
Yeah, he'd done an Instagram video response to my video and a Geeks and Gamers video. So he atted myself and Geeks and Gamers into this.
Oh.
Now, not trying to, honestly, mate, not trying to drop any shade. I was 2 minutes in and bored off my fucking tits, so I turned it off. And then I just went to Twitter and said, you want to prove me wrong? You know, you want to prove me wrong? The best way to do this
Mhm.
is prove us wrong.
Right.
And until then, I'll wait with bated breath. At some point, I might finish the rest of the video, but seriously, 2 minutes in, the shot was so flat for a director. I'm only busting your balls, dude. The audio was terrible.
Really?
You know, just like, oh, yeah. And I was just like,
That's bad.
so yeah. The thing is, right, let's just use this Robin with a Y hood as an example.
Mhm.
What if it comes out and it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really
possible.
good. It's just like, wow, these characters are so believable.
Mhm.
Stories are good. It's well acted. You know, it's well shot. Oh, this is a great show. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Does that mean, haha, look at him? As in me. Ha, look at him. He did that video here. Sure, you do that. But you know what? I haven't lost
Right.
because I just gained a good show.
Exactly. Which is what
And
you
I
want.
can go, exactly. And I can go, hey, do you know what? I said that this guy, you know, he was so, because I'm just guessing what was probably in his video. I'll watch it later. I will watch it later. But just for now, I'm just going to get, you know, he's going to talk about, you know, why shouldn't I do a young black female Gen Z? Okay, you know, yeah. Why didn't you have the faith to do your own original work then?
Exactly.
Instead of stealing and he also said, none of you give a shit about Robin Hood. Hi, my name's Az. I'm British. So it's like I won't have lost anything. I would be out there with the video going, do you know what? I did a video 8 months ago, whatever,
Right.
about this show, which looked like it was just gonna be like another stupid white woke show.
Mhm.
Let's just race change, gender change, stupid name,
Right.
and then be like, but it was great. Do you know how many times I've done that, Jane?
How often have you done that? Yeah.
So I'm not looking for stuff that I can go, ha ha ha. I can cherry pick that,
Mhm.
like we did with they them with Nina, and then we did One Up.
Right, right.
I can cherry pick cringe and shit. I want a good show.
I think
I do
everyone's
want a good show.
desperate for a good show right now.
We are desperate.
We
for a
want
good,
to be surprised, but it's just
and before people in the chat go, hey, go watch the Terminal List or whatever. I'm talking about, I want a good superhero show.
Mhm.
And 2 episodes in now. Holy shit. Nothing happened.
No.
So we have this news piece about what happened at the end of the last episode in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Then we had one of those Jane, I don't know if I can put this, but we had one of those skits, shall we say, where they get a person of a different ethnicity
Oh, yeah.
to be really exaggerated,
Oh, of course.
while there's a straight person. When I say straight, I mean is in
Yeah.
the straight man is the term, but the straight man person, as they go, yeah,
Mhm.
you mean like a She-Hulk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that meant to be funny?
It was.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
slightly surprised he didn't have a gold tooth as well. It was just
If I may be so bold, maybe some chains.
exactly
I mean, on the neck.
on the neck.
Whoa, easy now. Easy. I see that person in the comment section ready.
They are ready.
Those.
Send. It's the show that did it, though.
It was stereotypical.
This is what they consistently do. It was stereotypical because that's all they know. While they're trying to be all diverse and inclusive. It's consistently insulting. Every
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Yes. So then it cuts to. I'd like to call this. I saw in the first episode,
Mm-hmm.
in the window of the bar, it said sports bar.
Right.
I thought, no, not with what we saw in the changing in the woman's room, and not what we saw outside. I think this bar needs a new name. Well, anyway, they were outside of this bar again,
Yeah.
which I've now beautifully named El Rapo.
Yeah.
So Jen and her paralegal are outside of the bar from last week.
Yeah.
I think it's not meant to be the bar from last week,
Do you think so?
but I that would be weird, wouldn't it?
I feel like
I want to
it's
go
the
back
only
to the
in
bar where I
town.
nearly got graped.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't know because the guy's never laid a finger on it before she punched the shit out of him. I don't. Oh, comment in the comments down below. Is it the bar that? Okay, I don't know. No one's watching this.
I feel we're going to be spending a lot of time there. So.
Yeah. Hey, do you know the viewership was out?
Really?
1.5 million for the first episode, which makes it joint second lowest, with only Ms. Marvel and her 785K.
Oh,
which set adrift on memory bliss of you. Set adrift. Yeah, it did joint second lowest with Hawkeye. Do you know what the headline was that I saw from a Shill magazine?
What was it? Greatest ever?
She-Hulk, not the lowest rated Marvel.
No. Are you kidding?
I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
I think it's MCU Direct as well, the direct.com, where it's like She-Hulk is not the lowest rated
Hey,
Marvel.
it's not the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's only terminal cancer. Could be worse. It could be like
it's
brain
getting worse.
cancer.
You can tell.
And obviously, look, She-Hulk had a lot more advertising behind it. Well, not necessarily advertising. Let's just say it had a lot more buzz about it because of how bad it looked. So I'm sure there were.
You would think that would have improved it some.
That's what I think. I think that actually pumped it a little bit. How much? I don't know. Could only speculate. I got a feeling we might see a dramatic tumble from episode 2.
Absolutely.
But we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, let's get back to this riveting show where nothing happened of any consequence this week.
No.
So, they do something really stupid. Anyway, so they go inside the bar is chanting She-Hulk, She-Hulk, She-Hulk. And she's going, I don't like that name.
Which is weird, but
it is very weird. Some might say doesn't make a lick of sense.
None.
Unless, because I'm going to play the devil's advocate card when I can.
Let's see.
Unless this is Jen's local bar. And so the people inside, just like Cheers, know your name.
But they don't seem to set that up.
No.
When she walks in, there's no personal attention towards her. It's all the She-Hulk. Just another celebrity, superhero type of attention.
I just see some really bad CGI.
The CGI was terrible. The eyes on her. Oh my God.
Sometimes they don't even know where they're looking.
They don't. They're just moving.
they just go somewhere.
It's so creepy.
I think I've got this on mute. Hold on. So Jen comes in with a paralegal, followed by a black guy and then a black woman. Apparently there's no white people in this place.
Diversity.
Hey, this is what we need. We need exactly, I don't even know.
Sprinkles of black people? I don't know.
Did they get any lines? No.
I don't know. No. But they're there.
They're there for decoration. So they can pat themselves on the back.
Yeah.
89% of extras. That's all I'm going to say. 89% of extras. So Jen is now She-Hulk. She, walks in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
She gets past a drink. She knocks it back in one. And she's talking to her paralegal. I gotta play up the misogyny thing because it drives people crazy. I zoned out at this point because I didn't care what they were saying. I think her paralegal was just blowing smoke up her ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably.
And she's insulting superheroes.
We get a massive diss on the Hulk later.
Yes.
Wow, when she goes to
but even in this scene, I mean, she's calling them vigilantes, being heroes for being billionaire, that whole foolishness.
Yeah, superheroes are for vigilantes. Yeah, that's it. Billionaire orphans.
Yeah,
that's Batman.
Exactly.
That's not Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
but why are you insulting these people anyway? I mean, they're saving lives. They're doing
because she
a
doesn't want to
good
be a
thing.
hero. That's the funny. I don't.
It is so childish.
Yeah. Speaking of childish, her male colleague comes up,
Oh God.
says some shit. Oh,
He
trust
insults
you
her
to
for
pull the
no reason.
superhero card.
Yeah.
You did. How did you get your powers? Oh, nepotism. Oh, okay. I see a chick over there. I'm going to speak to it.
Yeah.
It.
No one talks like that.
No one talks like that, Jane. I mean, I would talk like that to wind somebody on Twitter up because they're,
Yeah.
so think, oh, you're such a misogynist. I go, no, I hate more than just women. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they're going to caricature men throughout this season, apparently.
Well, so far they have to every single one.
Yes. Every.
And including Emil, who was just I liked Tim Roth, but
what was that about?
But he's been like that because he's having them on because really he's participating in those martial art competition things. So he's like trying to be like that. Oh my God, you just don't get the show. Oh my God, you're such a misogynist. Oh my God, why is two white men talking about this? Look, that whole scene with Emil just came across as I felt like it was all of it was ad-libbed.
It did feel ad-libbed. And completely out of place.
Yes.
Like I
Like
didn't even understand what was
Roth
happening.
was just like, hey, why don't I do like some kind of guru shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just fucking wing it.
Yeah.
Because this show's gonna be shit anyway.
You're like, that's great. That's great. Let's go with that.
Oh, Tim, that was wonderful. Wonderful. Jessica couldn't have written it better. She honestly could not have written it better.
Yeah.
And that was improvised.
Ugh.
So anyway, let's get back to this incredible show.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I was literally crying. So he goes off after the it. Her friend, her paralegal comes back. They have the dissing of the superheroes.
Yeah.
Including Batman.
Which fans are watching this.
I tell you what, I would take the piss out of that bit more. However, in the CW shows, they always used to reference Marvel superheroes.
I don't mind necessarily that part of it, but I almost felt like what they were really dissing were the fans of those characters.
Like
indirectly.
One doesn't simply review Batwoman. One has to experience it. And I literally felt that they were referencing anything better than their dog shit.
Really?
But it's just like, our show shit. If we mention Iron Man, will people be like, oh, oh,
well,
that's a better show.
Yeah. You don't want to reference a better show in your show.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. Didn't they reference Superman in the Eternals?
I think so.
It was Superman or Batman. I think it was Superman. It's either Superman or Batman, but they reference Superman or Batman in the Eternals.
Never a good idea.
Not in a fucking meant to be 200 million blockbuster. It lost money.
Oh.
And it was shit.
I literally forgot it existed. But yeah.
right, if you put electrodes on my nipples right now and then said, I'm going to turn this fucker on, if you can't tell me the plot of Eternals, I'd be like, flick the switch, baby. Because I can't remember. I can remember laughing at Icarus flying into the sun at the end. Because that was fucking stupid.
It was so dumb.
I can remember that everyone who turned bad, the female imp girl who turned bad, everyone just forgave her.
I don't remember
for no reason.
Her.
I
remember the Ezra Miller like guy in the forest.
Oh no, I forgot. I remember Salma Hayek getting killed by invisible beast monsters.
Yeah.
And Icarus, that was funny. Waste of a wonderful pair of actors for that scene. Yeah, I'm done on Eternals. They were with some people in a hut.
Yeah. There was a gay black guy.
There was a gay black guy that literally saved lives. Anyway, back to the show where absolutely nothing happened of any consequence. So they're in the bar.
Yeah.
The misogynist, the actual misogynist, has done his misogynistic stuff.
Yeah.
They've dissed superheroes, and then Jen's boss says, Jen, even though you gave a court-winning speech, which we never got to hear properly, really.
No.
A little bit at the beginning of the first episode. It was a mistrial because of the Titania coming in and a very bad fight happening.
Yeah. In which you saved lives somehow.
Oh, yeah, which saved lives because if that bench had hit the jury, it would have turned them into red paste.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, I can't talk to you as She-Hulk. I need to talk to you as Jen. So she changes back to Jen and is immediately drunk because she has a different metabolism as Jen than she does as She-Hulk. Did you laugh?
That was supposed to be funny.
She fell off a stool.
She slurred her speech.
She did. She literally look. Tatiana Maslany is a way better actor than I will ever be. In actual fact, a way better actress because she's female and I'm male. But I swear to God, me doing as good as is just as good as hers.
That's
I'm doing the drunky speech where I sort of turn on one side and go, "What are you talking about? I just did a wonderful thing."
Yeah.
I think that was as good. I think that was as good as
that was. As much effort as
Oscars are on me, folks. Sorry, I mean Emmys. So he says, sorry, you're a liability to the firm. You're fired.
Yeah. This conversation took place at the bar.
Yes. Because that's where owners of law district attorneys. He must have been the district attorney. He must have, because she's a deputy district attorney.
Yeah.
So he must have been the district attorney.
Correct.
And of course, that's where they conduct these types of dismissals.
Right.
Jane.
Yeah.
Can I just jump a few minutes into the future of the show?
Sure.
Do you remember where her new boss says to her, we have the highest profile case for a superhuman, which we want you to do, which we could do pro bono simply because of the publicity of hiring the She-Hulk.
This takes place in the office.
Well, it takes, yes, correct. What does pro bono mean?
Free.
It means free.
Yeah.
Because the publicity of having the She-Hulk would do wonders for.
Yeah. Quickly, how that turns.
Yeah. So, the district attorney's a reader. Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of that scene. So she wakes up, and then she goes through a series of interviews, and and it's her in the same chair, and then the background changes.
Yeah.
And every time the background changes, it obviously changes to a shittier law firm. And then the final one is Daredevils. I'm only joking. I was half expecting it to be.
I would not have been surprised, but
apparently he's going to be doing comedy.
Well, comedy, quote unquote.
So her friend is at her house, which is really nice and spacious, by the way.
Well, it is, yeah.
And her friends, they're just dicking around, you know? There's no Jen is looking for jobs as mascots in Canada or something.
I thought that was a theme park.
Was it a theme park?
Like a Disney thing.
I mean, what she look? I'll see if I can see the. Oh, do you know something?
What?
I don't care. Oh, I really don't care to be bothered to sift. Let's say a mascot at a theme park and compromise, shall we? That may or may not be in Canada. So she goes round to dinner with her parents, and they've already started eating without her.
Yeah. She got there late, maybe. I don't know.
But if she knew she was going, she brought pie or something.
She's inconsiderate, though. I mean, it does show how selfish she is.
I was actually just going to say Jen's a bit of a cow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No consideration for her parents.
No.
And they do this whole funny thing. Oh, let me tell you. Good people, allow me your ear, as I will tell you a tale as funny as the day is long. Disclaimer, might not actually be funny at all.
Yeah.
They say to Jen, oh, don't worry about not having a job. We've told everyone not to mention not having a job. So she walks into the dining room. Just you wait for this, Zinger, people. It's going to kill you. And her whatever nephew, anyway, some white fucking cracker, says, he says, haha, lost your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he says, I've just been promoted to manager of, is it like Walmart or something?
Something like that.
Something like Walmart or something like that. And they're all like, yay, well done.
Chad.
And I'm just thinking, are they trying to say this is all he'll ever do? You know, is this all he's ever good for? I mean,
I think what they were trying to do was the whole mediocre white male gets promoted.
Yeah.
While she gets fired. Thing.
Oh, we're playing with that can of worms again.
Yes. Every scene.
God.
Every scene includes this narrative.
And then someone else, I think it's I don't know, some other person mentions her not being employed. And then her dad is like, hey, can you give us a hand in this other room away from everyone?
Yeah.
Then they go in there and he's like, I just wanted to pull you away to see if you were okay. Oh. Didn't somebody else said something about her not having a job? Anyway, I can't.
Her mom was saying some stuff.
Her mum was saying
about her
some
waistline,
shit.
her hair, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, this has got refined sugar. This has got sugar in it. That's not good for your waistline. Yeah. You know,
because
typical.
women always have to worry about their looks.
So much pressure, Jane. So much pressure.
That's why she's so angry, just to deal with this.
But there again, I've been on Twitter, and that appears to be a bit of a lie. Kind of feels like they don't really care at all.
No.
A lot of
not with the shaved head and stuff. No.
So, I remember this bit. So, the dad says, "Hey, look, it's it's not a problem. It's not the first time we've had to deal with a Hulk."
Yeah.
And I think she says something like, "Yeah, but I got fired because of the courtroom or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "Well, you
didn't destroy a city.
At least you didn't destroy a city."
They just couldn't help it. Oh, God.
When the Hulk destroyed that city in Age of Ultron,
mm-hmm.
why was he doing what he was doing?
To save the world.
Well, okay. Why did the Avengers have to fight him? Because Scarlet Witch got in his head. And that's why he was running rampant in the city.
Oh, that, yeah.
So he wasn't even in control of himself. But never mind. Never mind that he was not in control, that he had been warped by Scarlet Witch. Do you think they watch these films?
I forgot all about that.
Sorry, you forgot about it. They didn't even fucking watch it.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's shit on the Hulk for something that he was unable to prevent.
Well, yeah, they don't care.
And even in that was he was still Feral Hulk anyway. He wasn't even Banner Hulk.
Yeah.
Professor Hulk. Ooh la la. So yes, there you go. You get to shit on the other person to make you look better. And she smiles. Of course she smiles. She's a fucking horrible person. So
she's better than him. That's the most important thing here. Yeah.
I mean, who cares who's stronger than the other? They're just made up anyway. Too soon, Angry Joe. Sorry, man. So she's at the bar again, drinking her sorrows away because poor Wickle Jen.
Yeah.
She got no jobsy poos. Then a guy comes in and gives her a job. Oh, well, that was resolved really quickly.
Thank
goodness for that.
Yeah.
I think she was unemployed for approximately 4.5 minutes. It's good that the show is just barreling along.
It is.
Which is weird because nothing happened in this episode of any consequence. Really.
It feels both rushed and also completely devoid of action.
Yes.
It's weird.
It's an odd sensation. Busy doing nothing, as my grandma used to say to me when I was pretending to be at work, but not really. You're busy doing nothing. Yes, I am. So a guy comes in, offers her a job, and be at work on Monday, because you get offered jobs when you're drunk at the pub.
Yeah, apparently.
Is the pub... or the bar, sorry, I'm doing my Britishisms. I do beg your pardon. Is the bar Jen's, domicile? Is it her place of business?
It seems like it.
Have people ever heard of fucking telephones? I'm just theorizing.
Yeah.
When you call her?
I mean, you
they
would think
would,
so.
they could get let's be honest, they could get a number.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could get a number. Whatever. Do you know what I used to? I know. One thing that I used to do in my life when I wasn't doing I did a little bit of recruitment. I hated it. I wasn't in it for long. But one of the positions I was given was headhunting. I headhunted people. Do you know something? I did it all day long from a desk and a telephone.
Yeah.
Never had to meet anyone at the bar when they're drunk at 10 p.m. at night.
You wouldn't. Why would you?
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
For the players.
So, did you like the intermission? Good. I decided to place an advert.
Yeah.
And by advert, it may be something which I made a few years ago. Anywho, let's carry on with the show. So she goes to the new offices and he says, I'm setting up a superhero division.
Right.
And I want you as the She-Hulk to helm it.
Okay.
And then he looks at her and she's like, oh, you want me to change now? And he's like, Is any of this meant to be comedy?
It's supposed to be.
Is it?
Yeah.
Legit?
Because then her clothes are all tight. They don't fit well anymore. It's funny.
And she pulls a jacket a little bit over her chest.
Yeah.
Because people might be looking at her chest.
She might be getting objectified.
I hate getting objectified. You know, whether it's on the internet or in the real world, I am sick and tired. I'm not. I love being looked at like a piece of meat. So he takes her through and he's just like wibbly wobbly, just saying stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing of interest at all, folks. Don't worry.
No.
And then she kind of zones out and does a fourth wall thing, which again, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah. She says, I do, Jane.
What did she say?
I'll tell you what she said. Yes. She said, oh, no. Now people are going to think that I got the job because I'm just the She-Hulk instead of. Hey, Jen,
yeah.
You're the She-Hulk. And all of this stuff doesn't change when you change.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the She-Hulk. That's her.
Literally the same person. This is one job where you actually have to be able to do the job. It's you making the argument no matter what you look like.
Yes, because there's a point where he says that your first client is going to be Emil Bronsky. And she says, well, I can't take the job because he tried to kill my cousin.
Right. Conflict of interest.
And then he says, if you don't take the job, you don't get the job.
Yeah.
So they would have had to have hired somebody else.
Right.
So if she can't do a job, this looks like a company that would get rid of her.
Exactly. They're not making an accommodation here.
No, it's they are taking advantage of a situation.
Right.
But they're still bringing on a former deputy district attorney.
Exactly.
Who, when he went into the bar and spoke to her, said, "You beat us."
Exactly.
You beat us in the courtroom, even though it got thrown out because of all the shenanigans, but you beat us. So she beat them on merit.
Exactly. And they appreciate
Do you know what
that.
Jen is? Jen is a fucking Dumbo.
They're writing her this way because they have to have these moments, even though they don't make sense in context or even in the show, even in the episode. They still have to do it. It's checking a box.
Oh, since nothing happened in the show, I'll just take another brief soiree away to say fuck you to the critical drinker who put in the comment section of the last video, "I would rather watch Az talk about She-Hulk than do it myself."
Yeah.
That's how much I hate Az.
I saw that. Oh my god.
Dear sir, there will come a day. There will come a day when the roles are reversed. I promise you. I love him to pieces. Anyway, back to the no-show.
Yeah.
So he's, after he's given all of his spiel and she's done a fourth wall, "Oh my god, everybody's just going to think I got the job because I'm the She-Hulk."
Yeah. They're going to think I'm an affirmative action hire.
Who cares? Yeah, affirmative action. Oh my god. Who cares? Because you're going to do your job and you should be able to do it well. And then people are like, "Oh, she's good at her job."
Right.
Anyway. Then it snaps out of the fourth wall and goes, "What do you think about that?" And she's like, because she hasn't been listening, "I'm agnostic." And he was like, "Oh, that's very interesting," or something. And then she turns to the camera and says, "Oh my," I literally shat myself laughing at this. She turned to the camera and she said, "I'm going to be panicking about that for the rest of the year."
Yeah.
Or something, to words to that effect. And oh my god, you never believe it, Jane, but my face didn't move at all.
Mine either. I could not understand the joke.
No.
Part of that.
No. The joke is anxiety. I didn't fucking laugh once, Jane. 2 episodes, I haven't laughed once. I've done a at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Because it made me think more about Airplane. But anyway, I don't know when there's actually meant to be a joke in this thing.
No.
Right
but
now,
people will swear that it is just
hilarious. It's hilarious. When she turns to the camera and "I'm gonna be worrying about that for the rest of the year," I died laughing.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I don't believe her.
Do you know why I want this video to go on?
Why?
Because a couple of those wonderful liberal progressives were just like, they spoke for an hour about a half-hour show. Yeah, it's because there's so much shit.
So bad.
Let's see if we can talk for over an hour for a 21-minute show. This is one of my tablets. It's very nice. Strawberry and kiwi, folks, for those who are wondering. Moving on.
Endorsement.
Yeah, and yeah, sponsor me. High five. My sister buys all your products as well, so high five. Get in touch. Also, never forget about Dr. Ball's Fresh Bollocks.
Oh my God.
Call me. I'm literally desperate for a sponsor. Her friend goes, we got an office. Look at the office.
Yeah.
It's a big office. It's a nice office.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the joke. I don't know.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know. Because she's hired, because one of the funnies in the bar, I guess, was she said, I'll take the job on one condition, that I can hire the paralegal of my choice.
Right.
And he goes, I don't care.
Who cares?
The that was the gag there, I guess. So she hired a friend. Then a gay guy comes in. I know he's gay because he has a map to go to where to go to the safest place to poo.
Yeah. That was supposed to be funny.
Well, it had poo. He said poo.
Yeah.
So it had to be funny because he drew a map about where you could go to poo.
Mm.
And those wonderful liberal ladies, they are just like, well, it's, you know, when you're at work, you want somewhere private to poo.
Oh my God.
I mean, okay. Is it a joke?
Who knows?
Anyway, yeah, so he's brought like a goodie basket of stuff. Why insinuating that he's gay? He brought a goodie basket of stuff for the women and drew them a map about where to poo.
Yeah.
This guy's not he's not getting
women.
So the her white boss is horrible. Could you guess that?
We saw that in the trailer too, though.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, we also got the shot of all of the white men in the conference room who were horrible for some reason.
Yes. I think that was part of the everybody thinks I've just got the job because I'm the She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Then she looks into the boardroom, which is all of them just white men getting up and high-fiving each other. And she's like, yeah, I bet all of those people got their jobs on merit or something.
Yeah.
Jen, you got fucking issues, bitch.
Seriously.
You got major issues. And they start and they end with you. So a boss is, she's in a meeting with a boss, but before he speaks to her, he's there talking to his secretary, PA, saying, fire them, send this person to this place because it's cold and they hate the cold. He's so nasty.
Terrible.
So that's when he tells her about Emil Blonsky, and then she says, I can't take the job, and he says, well, you either take it or you're fired. There's no job for you here. Yeah. So she's like, let me think about it. So she and he says, at least go speak to him.
Right. Which is good advice.
So she goes to the prison as the She-Hulk. The guy says, sorry, your CGI is fucking appalling. Can you transform back to Tatiana Maslany, please?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, okay. And he said, and we also ran out of budget. So she gets taken into the prison. She acts like a child.
She does. She acts like that's the first time she's ever been to the jail.
She's a deputy district attorney before she got fired.
Right.
She obviously has nothing to do with criminals. And she's there going, oh, is this the part where I go, I'm going to eat you with some fava beans and a nice Chianti? And the guy was just like, this is a prison. And I was like, well done, sir. Well done for telling this stupid child to have some decorum
Right.
in this very dangerous place. It's all a joke. I mean, it's not funny, but it's all a joke.
It was supposed to be.
So she signs a waiver saying if she's killed or maimed, oh well. So she sees Emil, and he's all namaste.
Yeah, so weird.
I've turned over a new leaf. I'm mega chill now. I regret everything. Oh, woe is me. I was born. I can't remember what he said. French parents or something.
Something.
I was born somewhere, and then I was British. I was educated in Britain, and then I was on loan from the special forces to this elite group in the American army to catch the Hulk.
Yeah.
And he said, is it my fault I did what I did? I thought I was the good guy. I was working for the government to bring down this dangerous criminal. And they pumped me full of super serum. I thought I was going to be the next Captain America. And she's like, well, you make a very compelling point. And he's like, I've written haikus for all the victims. The families of the victims are killed. Yeah. She's like, please don't read them out. I'm going to start reading them out. Please don't. I'm still going to do it. Is this comedy?
Comedy gold.
Okay. I laughed and my penis fell off. Disclaimer that may or may not have happened.
I was just like, how long is this going to go on?
It was going on way too long and nothing had happened.
No.
Busy doing nothing. And then he read the first line and then stopped. No, that's it, Jane.
That's all.
So then she's back home and she calls Bruce. And she just talks to him, doesn't let him get a word in edgewise.
No.
And then he says, you're just calling me to tell me that you're going to take the case. And she's like, I'm just calling you to tell you I'm taking the case.
Right.
I just absolutely didn't laugh at all.
No. And I thought, and I don't know why I do this, but I thought there was going to be a moment where she actually asks something of him.
I thought there was going to be at least a little bit of legitimacy here.
A little bit.
To say, Bruce, I got a new job. The new job is to defend Emil. How does that make you feel?
Right.
And let him just say, hey, look, Emil wrote me a lovely letter and a haiku.
Yeah.
And, you know, to me, it's water under the bridge. You go be you. You go be your best self. You nail it.
Yeah.
But no.
Couldn't do it.
No, because fuck that. He's a man. And he needs to be told.
Exactly.
You don't ask permission from a man.
No.
You tell them. Fucking, I don't know if you're aware of this, Jane. I fucking hate fucking intersectional feminists.
Yeah, so did I.
Don't hate women. Because misogyny is the hatred of all women. And I think women are great. But that doesn't mean all women are great. Because everybody's an individual, you see.
Right.
But when you think in collective terms, wow, that makes life so much easier to put people in, in little brackets, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So she phones up her boss and she says, hey, boss, I'm going to take the job. And he's like, ha, I knew, he's like, before he picks up the phone, he's like, ha, here it comes. And then he says, I'll see you tomorrow, whatever. And so he says, oh, by the way, you might want to turn the TV on. So she turns the TV on and a reporter is saying, reports are coming out that Emil Blonsky has actually been jumping out of his cell, leaving his cell and participating in fights, and it shows a clip from
Yeah.
Shang-Chi. And then she looks at the camera and she goes something like, "Well, that's a pisser." I went, huh. Jane.
Yeah.
That's the episode.
That was it.
That was it. That was it.
All that happened.
That's all she wrote. So, Jane, what would you give this wonderfully funny and clever and not absolutely nothing happened for 21 minutes of any consequence?
What can you give an episode where nothing happens?
I mean, it wasn't as obnoxious as the first episode.
It kind of was. I'm not fond of the constant feminist nonsense.
Okay.
I don't like the Hulk insults. And it seems like this show was just that. This episode was just that.
I think male. Unless they get
insult, yeah.
It's show you maps of the poo-poo toilet.
Oh, God.
By the way, if everyone knows that toilet's the poo toilet, everybody's going to that poo toilet.
It's so gross.
Just saying.
0.
You gotta give you. Oh, wow!
0.
Wow, are you real?
Yeah. What was there? There was nothing.
Is this your male privilege coming through? Is this, and now that you're a white man?
Yeah.
Is this how you're asserting yourself?
It may be.
Wow.
It may be.
You clearly have internalized misogyny. So that's a big fat goose egg.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to give this I'm going to give this a 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't funny.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as obnoxious as the first episode. She at least got fired.
But she got fired for a feminist reason. Like, all of that was part of that narrative. She was too good, so she lost her job.
Look, you're going to talk me into it too, because I was bouncing 2 and 3 here. No, do you know what? I'm going to stick with my 3. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I didn't give a fuck about anything. I didn't give a single solitary fuck. And also, I think this can get much worse. I do. I think this can get much worse.
It can. It's going to get into negative territory. That's what's going to happen.
I increased it from 5, so we didn't have to go into negative. So we had 1 to 10, and we already hit 1 and 0 in the first 2 episodes from you.
It's just that bad. You got to give me some. You got to give me more than this. I can't.
No. Look, do you know something? I actually understand where you're coming from, because I don't know if you're aware of this, folks. We might have mentioned it once or twice, but nothing happened in this episode, including comedy.
If they had objectives, they weren't met. No comedy, no action.
Look, yeah, I mean, yeah, there was no resonance with the family. You know, that was nothing. You know, it didn't. Nobody feels authentic.
No.
Like,
because
Friends
everybody
is a comedy, Cheers is a comedy, Frasier's a comedy. Very funny shows with people who feel authentic.
It's not going to be authentic when every character is being used as a platform.
Correct.
When every scene is being used as a platform. When everything is about the message.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Every person is a message. Every person is a hurdle, an obstacle. Oh man,
she's such a victim. That's just what's being reinforced.
Yes, because Karen is has such a wonderful life.
Yeah.
That but this is the you see, Jane, this is the problem with intersectionality. There always has to be a victim.
Right.
That is intersectionality's thing. Somebody has got to be a victim. So
Right.
even a fucking white woman with an incredible job,
beautiful
who
home,
then moves to another incredible job,
a
beautiful
better job.
home, a family who clearly love her,
Yeah.
even if it's a bit mollycoddling, but they clearly love her.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be a victim still because of intersectionality.
It's insane.
Oh, woe is me. I am the victim of the white man.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh. Feel bad.
Champion of the... I'm so sad. Oh, no. So sad. Okay.
So sad.
We have managed to speak for nearly an hour and 10 minutes about a 21-minute show. That hopefully has got those wonderful, progressive, loving, leftist liberals in a tiswas. And thank you, everyone, for all the publicity and people that you sent to our video.
Yeah.
With nearly a 97% upvote rate, 9,000 likes,
Yeah.
110,000 views.
Amazing.
Thank you. Your objective of crying on the internet clearly worked. I'm kidding. You did nothing. Nothing at all, because Twitter is fake. Jane, is there anything you'd like to plug, my dear, before you go?
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I mean, sir. I am so sorry for misgendering you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm doing a series of videos basically examining the Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. What they're doing to these characters is absolutely absurd. And the last or most recent one had to do with the two main characters in House of the Dragon. Because apparently two people of the same sex can't be friends.
Oh.
No.
Why not?
There has to be some romance there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as brotherhood, sisterhood, camaraderie.
No.
Friendship, as you've already mentioned.
Not anymore. Okay. So yeah. I did a video on that. Check it out.
Big old gay or go home.
Oh. It's all the messaging.
Jane's link to her channel is in the description box down below. So if you've joined late, please click and subscribe. And we'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.
Bye.